I'm glad that it's a lot better, guys. So today I'm with Oriental Pearl,
Hi.
Alyssa, who's been living here for 7 years.
Yep, and 6 years in China, so 13 years in Asia.
And I've been here for 27 years. This is my Japan anniversary. We're talking about just life living here in Japan, walking around this part of Tokyo, which is Ameyoko Market in Ueno. This place has changed quite a bit, and it also hasn't changed at all. It's kind of interesting like that. So I mean, like, why? You got married to a Japanese guy.
I did, 3 years ago.
And I'm married to a Japanese girl just a little bit before that. We're both from America, married to a Japanese person.
East Coast is the best coast. Wait, I'm Midwest, technically.
You're kind of Midwest. There's a difference.
But you studied in Ohio, so you can relate to the Midwesterner life.
Go Bucks. That's true, yeah. Why are you so attracted to this part of the world? China, Korea, Japan. I didn't even know, I know what polyglot means, but I didn't know that was a kind of a content until I met you about 4 years ago, where that video went super viral when I met you too.
Oh, that was crazy. Yeah,
that was
a good time. When I met John, I was like in a really good mood. I'm like, hey, nice to meet you.
How many views does it have now?
About 47, 48 million.
Oh, there it is. Holy crud.
Yeah.
I remember you went, it would like went from 0 to like 10 million in a week or something, right?
It was crazy. I didn't expect that, but that was cool.
That changed because when I met you 4 years ago, you're like, I'm not doing this full time. I'm not going to do YouTube full time. But now you kind of changed your mind.
I completely changed my mind. I'm like, well, I guess I'm doing this full time. But why did I get interested in Asia in the first place? I had no connection whatsoever. My school had Japanese as a language option in high school, but I didn't take it. My friend, who's also a YouTuber here, Kelly Morita, she took that and she got to go to Japan during an exchange. I was like, cool, I have no interest in that whatsoever, but...
I saw her, she was pregnant, I think, right?
Yeah, she had a baby 2 years ago.
Oh, she had the baby 2 years ago.
We grew up together, we've known each other 20 years.
Wow, okay, I guess it was 2 years ago. Yeah. I was sending postcards at Tokyo Station, and then she came up to me, I didn't know who it was, and she said, hi, I'm Kelly Morita, and she's a very nice person. I didn't know.
One of my oldest friends.
Wow.
And she was interested in Japan from a young age. She liked anime, manga. I didn't. But when I was in college, I got exposed to Chinese culture through the exchange students. I wanted to be their friends. I got a Chinese boyfriend in college, and I got all into China. And through China, I got interested in Japan. Ended up living in China, and about 3 or 4 years into it, I'm like, I'm bored with Chinese. I know the language. Let's take on Japanese. Then now living here, I'm like, I'm bored with Japanese language somewhat. I want a new challenge. Let's learn Korean.
Now everyone's wants to ask the question. All right, Western men, Japanese men.
I'm married once, so I must have a good opinion.
When I came here in '98, I was not attracted to Japanese girls at all. Okay. It was the opposite because I was like, well, they all look like little kids.
They don't all look like little kids.
I didn't know anything about Japan. Everybody looked like little kids. I didn't really get it. I thought
you don't get canceled, man.
I don't. Well, it's okay because the reality was in '98 there was no internet. I didn't know anything about. I didn't know konnichiwa. I came here because my college roommate invited me. He goes, you like traveling around the world. You better come and work in Japan because it's so expensive. Now it's cheap. You got to work here in order to really understand to travel around here because it's expensive. And I did. Yeah. And I left. I never thought I would stay and come back here, but I did.
You love it, and you love the people here, and everything you thought about Japan was
including the women.
Wrong.
Including the women. I might get canceled from this.
But I will tell you, your generation of Japanese and mine.
My generation?
Your generation. There's a slight generation gap. Not huge. You're a Showa guy. I'm a Heisei girl. Showa era, Heisei era. If you don't know what that is, Showa is before 1990. If you were born before 1990, you're Showa. After 1990, you're Heisei. And the Showa men are very different from the Heisei men. And those guys probably wouldn't mix well with Western women.
Gen X and Gen Z or millennials, right?
Yeah, the millennials that are in Japan, in my opinion, work better as the husbands that Western women would want. Not so it's not even traditional. It's like they've lived on their own for a while, so they know how to do some chores. They can take care of themselves. They don't like stay with their moms until they get married. That's a Showa thing. The guys nowadays, they live on their own for a while, they know how to survive, and it's a little easier to be married.
I still consider John a millennial because he looks so young. Really? Really? Well, that's Adam, thank you. I try. I feel good. I feel good. But yeah, you're right. In Japan, you can see such a contrast between the Showa generation and the Heisei generation, and especially at Japanese companies, in the way that they work.
Yeah.
The work ethic.
Yep.
Old school the old school thinking is killing Japan in many ways.
It can be business-wise, yeah, definitely. And like people would stay at one company their whole life, that's kind of done. My husband's father, just to cite an example, does not know how to use the washing machine. He never had to in his whole life. That's the old Japan.
Don't know how to cook. Basically, a lot of men back then, they were getting married to replace their mother.
Oh gosh.
I had to trust. I worked at an English school where everybody was. It was children, so everybody was a Japanese woman except for me. I was the English teacher, the foreign English teacher. All of them were dating other Japanese men. I heard every single story, but the consistent one was he doesn't clean up, he doesn't cook, he comes home drunk.
Oh wow.
You know, he can't do anything.
Yes.
Not everybody, but it was a very consistent theme.
Yes, and it's not even I don't know how to do that, so I can't help you. It's like, no, that's not my thing to do, that's you. So I'm not even gonna try it. But that's the old generation, that's kind of died out.
So you found somebody, I wanna meet him.
You should meet Tommy. Come over our house. When we lived in Ueno, I invited
thought it was
John.
gonna come. I thought it was gonna come, and then it didn't have time.
It didn't come.
Well, so it was over there. I could tell everybody where it is now. It was over there on the other side of the park. So, yeah.
It's a nice area. I loved living here. I'm kind of sad. Thank you for bringing me back today.
It's kind of, Tokyo is small, but it's big. I mean, everything is, it's like the other side of the city could be another country for all I'm concerned. I'm almost entirely this side of the Yamanote, like Taito, Akihabara, Tokyo Station, Yurakucho, Shimbashi. That's my area, that's my hood, Ginza. I don't really go out to where you live or to Shinjuku. This is like a different world.
Yeah.
When I go to Shibuya, it's a big deal. It's only 30 minutes away, but you know, life is where your neighborhood is.
Yep.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, it's a big city, but you'll run into like people that you know because we tend to go to the same places.
Yeah. And we've got a lot of friends in common that sometimes we don't even realize it, because Tokyo, especially with the expat community, is a lot tighter than you realize. There's 7 degrees of, you know, Kevin Bacon and whatever. We're all kind of connected here, especially if you've been here for over 10 years.
And John's cool and friendly, and he'll actually be nice to new people. He's not cliquey. He's a cool guy.
I want to be cliquey.
You want to be cliquey. You're not in my group, I ain't gonna talk to you.
I think it's because when I live out in the countryside, you don't have any friends.
Okay.
All right? You don't have any family. This can be a really lonely place, don't you think?
It can be. Yeah, I felt that way the first year. The first year is hardest year. And then if you get over that hump, it's all good after that.
Is it like that in China and Korea?
It's like that anywhere you're gonna move.
Yeah.
I felt so confident in China. I'm like, I'm not the dumb gaijin anymore. I know what's going on. You come to another country right across the ocean, you know, not even that far. Oh, I'm the dumb gaijin again, and you get humbled. So as much as you know about Japan, just go an hour plane ride away, you're the dumb gaijin again.
We could talk about 100 different things.
Yes.
We're going to keep this short because it is super hot outside. Favorite Japanese food?
Favorite Japanese food? Oh, Hiroshima style okonomiyaki for sure.
All right, high five on that one.
Yes.
I'm a Hiroshima native. I lived there for 2 years. Favorite place in Japan to travel that nobody knows about? You don't have to say. Well,
you want me to give away this secret? No, it's favorite place that's kind of secret. Wow, that's a hard one because I have been to all the prefectures. I finished them 2 years ago. And one that people don't already know about, oh gosh, that tourists are gonna like. Oh man, John, there's so many, but
we could change it up. Which prefecture do you think is the most unknown that tourists should maybe consider?
Well, definitely Hiroshima then. I don't know why they don't go there.
They do. Are you kidding
that
me?
much.
Have you been on Miyajima during the day? Or to Hiroshima and see the line at the Peace Museum? It's crazy. Hiroshima, I think, is kind of on the beaten path, but have you been to Saga?
I have been to them all. Yeah, Saga had nothing.
Nagasaki, Kyushu, Saga, Miyazaki.
Okay, then Nagasaki, because they also had really interesting history and museums.
Yeah.
But not that many people go there. So Nagasaki.
Nagasaki, yeah, the Peace
you're
Museum.
going?
Yeah, I'm going there
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Wow.
I'm going back there tomorrow to finish
Busy guy.
the atomic bomb hypocenter episode. That was a tough one, man. To interview the hibakusha for an hour and hear the story, like what the city looked like afterwards, and then the aftermath. It's really hard stuff. So that episode will come out in July for sure.
I'm gonna
I just
watch
got one
that.
more scene. Yeah, one more scene to do there. But I think, when it comes to the friendliness of people, how do you compare? Like, I'm not gonna say which country's better, Korea, Japan, China, because they all really got fascinating. I actually love traveling around China.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This was
there's a lot-
25 years ago with the local slow trains and stuff.
Yes,
It was
yes.
different. It was different then.
It
But
is.
there's some interesting things with Japan as well. So, like, what is it about Japan travel?
What do I like about Japan travel? It's small, so it's easy to go to places. I've
That's so
been
true.
traveling in China for, the better part of a decade, and I still haven't seen it all. Where I feel like I have not technically seen every island here, but I've pretty much seen it all, and it's starting to look the same.
There's 10,000 islands. Sorry to.
I know.
Unless you get to Hahajima, you have not seen You know what Hahajima is?
Hahajima,
Mother's
no.
Island.
No.
It's out near Iwo Jima, out in it's Tokyo.
It's still an island with green, and it's not a desert. They don't have tundra. China's got a whole continent, but
That is
what
true.
makes people different is you have to, they have uchi and soto, that idea in Japan. You're the outsider, you're the insider, and you have to really break the ice with people before they open up. In China, we're going to Chinese supermarket right now. I can get someone to open up in the first conversation. But
It's true.
what makes Japan different in another sense is they're very kind to strangers here. And if someone falls in the street, something happens, you're likely to have someone help you. But other low trust countries, Japan's a high trust society. Low trust societies like India or China, they're very weary of strangers.
Yeah.
And they suspect, I can't trust that person, somebody's hurt, I don't want to get involved. So it's a little scary. The Japanese are kinder to strangers in some ways.
And in other ways, they avoid confrontation.
It's
and
a weird
sometimes
mix.
what seems to be rude is that they're just kind of afraid to be in a situation where they wouldn't.
Yes.
It depends. It's case by case for sure.
At least you know they're going to call the police or ambulance if you get hurt, which I can't guarantee.
Yeah. Did
In
you ever
other
want to work as
places.
a translator in the UN?
Oh, wow. I had thought about it. I wanted to be a diplomat. Somehow I ended up becoming a YouTuber. But translator, maybe not a translator, but I wanted to be a U.S. diplomat to China.
What does a diplomat do? Like,
So, well, it depends on your position.
Diplomacy.
I was not graduated yet when Corona happened. I was in the master's program, and I was thinking, all right, maybe I'll apply to an embassy in Beijing or Shanghai. Maybe I looked into the CIA. I'm like, maybe I could be a CIA agent.
be cool,
And
but I'd have to. You can't talk about it.
I didn't do it.
Now you're ruined. You can't be.
Oh, now I'm on YouTube.
Covert.
There's no way they would hire me now. I blew my cover. Background checked. Okay, your face is all over the internet. No. So I kind of gave all that up to do YouTube, but I think it's been worth it. Change paths, do something different. You love YouTube.
Well, here, let's go over here. I don't want to. I'll be honest with you. I love it, but I love it because. Well, I don't know. Why did you change to want to be? This is more for me, guys.
I'm getting interviewed now.
Just
I
a
love
little
it.
bit, but I'm curious though because now your channel has 1.3 million subscribers. It's
1.4.
1.4 now.
Hey, hey.
Extraordinary.
Thanks to the shorts, that helps a lot.
The shorts do help
It
a
does.
lot, but it's just extraordinary how well you've done. You found a niche that a lot of people weren't really doing yet, and you caught it at the right time, and it's
Yes,
amazing.
the niche. I mean, I can't do videos as well as you. I don't have the camera skills. I don't have the willpower to mess around with the camera and get really good at that. the cinematic editing.
Well, you're good at camera and talking with people and,
I can
and
do
finding
that.
situations.
I'm good at talking to people, and that's what I saw the Japan vloggers didn't do. They always showed the stuff and the places and maybe did some formal interviews, but they didn't do casual conversations on the street.
Yeah.
And that's the niche I got into. Maybe not what I wanted to do, but I would do. And yeah, I got your blind spots. So anything you didn't cover, I picked up the leftovers.
Find a market that can be that's underused and be the best at it.
Your guys' leftovers, I took that over. People didn't cover homelessness so much. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna cover that. The slums, you're all going to the nice places. I'm like, all right, nobody wanted to go to the slums. I guess I could do that one.
Yeah, that's hard. These are sensitive topics
that
for
you
Japanese.
guys didn't want to touch. Yeah, well, I think
it's not that I didn't want to touch it.
You also work for an agency. Would they allow you to do that? I have full freedom.
That wasn't it. It's the longer I live here, and maybe this is something that we should the collaboration on her channel.
But is it really sensitive though? Because there's a million of those videos in Japanese. Where do you think I found those? From Japanese YouTubers that covered the crap out of it.
Yeah.
You think I found that on my own?
There's a sensitivity of, and Japanese don't really do it either, to show the underbelly.
Yes, they do.
On YouTube?
Lots of those videos.
On TV?
Not on TV, it's on YouTube.
So YouTube in Japan, all right, it's been around since 2006. It's been around for real since 2013. And in Japan, it's been around since like 2018, 2019. It's still relatively new. Now we're starting to see it, but I come from old school, as you said, OG. I don't know what that even means. Old guy.
Original gangster.
Oh, really? I thought it meant old guy. So there are these sensitive topics you stay away because there's something about, like, I really love Japan. It's hard for me to show that, although I kind of wanted to for a very long time. Tobita Shinchi is also an area that you went to in Osaka.
I did not go there, but I made
you didn't go there? Yeah, okay.
Short about it in part of the short. Yeah.
That is such a sensitive topic, and to show that would, at the time, would have been really, my reputation would have taken a dive, but today it wouldn't, I don't think. But because I'm established in an old way here, I guess.
John's on the safe side, but those videos now have millions of views that Japanese YouTubers made the heck out of, and it's like old news here. It's like, we've seen that. It's got 3 million views. Nishinari.
Abandoned places, going inside of there.
I only know about it from Japanese YouTubers, and they provided the statistics for me too. I'm like, as long as I can understand Japanese, I can relay this information to the English side of the audience in a more abridged version. So yeah, they did the heck out of those topics. I ain't the first one to go there.
That's why you're so successful, because you find what the trends are, what people want to watch on YouTube is such a critical part of this job.
I figured if the Japanese viewers liked it, the American viewers would like it, and none of y'all took those topics, so I'm like, okay, this one. You
got a lot of Japanese viewers?
Nope.
Nope. I got a lot that are studying English, so they get picked up a lot, but I'm also very mindful of that. Being criticized in Japan, I feel it 10 times more than if I'm criticized by a Westerner.
What are they going to criticize me for? The 100 Japanese YouTubers already did that topic. What's the?
Yeah, now they have. But if you're the first one, it's like
don't go inside the buildings. Just don't do anything illegal. You're allowed to film the places.
There's a lot of things that I could get better at with my channel, but it's really challenging to go to controversial issues. It's better to find things that nobody knows about.
Well, if you do a controversial issue, be tactful about it. Don't be insensitive about it.
You do a really good job of covering it.
The tone is important as well, and your motivation. If we're going to cover homelessness or something, there better be a better cause here. Like, we're trying to raise money for charity, not just ad revenue from YouTube.
Show something nasty that people might be curious about for money.
That's horrible.
That's horrible.
If you're showing homeless people and you just want to cash in on that, and there's no motivation to, like, all right, we're donating the video profits to homelessness, like, then what is the point of this video? Just to show sadness?
It's very hard in Japan, because if somebody criticizes Japanese TV, to avoid the risk aversion will determine whether or not they'll even air or film
they're a company.
They're companies, right?
They could get sued.
You can get sued on YouTube too. I've got friends that have gotten sued for content as well. So,
For YouTube, generally you abide by the community guidelines.
Yeah.
And if someone wants to get really nitty gritty and do a lawsuit, they'd have to be on another level of crazy.
You don't really do lawsuits in Japan like you do in...
I have a friend that got sued, but it's because he interviewed about the kataoya, what is it called? Kataoya yukai, like the international... Did you know in Japan that there's international kidnapping? He did that topic, where the child's mother or father didn't want the child to be on camera, and she's not going to get any money from this, or that parent, but they sued because it was just a revenge thing. But generally, if people just don't hate you, you should be okay.
Yeah, that's another thing, right? As well as the sensitivity with visas as well. Somebody just wrote a comment about it, but I think Japan's going to crack down on YouTubers coming here, covering it. In particular, sensitive. Just today, NHK ran something on foreigners getting driver's licenses here. Yeah. You can get it as a tourist. You can get a Japanese driver's license and use your hotel as your address.
Wow.
So you would have a Japanese address, which allows you a lot of liberties here, but you're not a resident. So and there's a lot more traffic accidents now because of foreigners driving. So there's a big crackdown now of illegal or criminal foreigners.
Driving.
Even though it's only like a small percentage, but it's
I don't
something
drive
that's
here.
Yeah. Oh, you should. It's fun.
I don't have a license. How lame is that?
Even in the U.S.?
I have a license in the U.S. I don't have one here.
Yeah.
Why would they bother getting a Japanese license? You can get an international driver's license and just transfer it over. That's weird.
Not if you've been here for you couldn't do that.
Oh no, I can't do that, no.
Yeah, after you've been here for 1 year.
But you said tourists, so you're talking about long-term tourists?
You can't, yeah, I really don't know, but and not even, well, not every international driver's license is accepted here either.
Oh, okay.
Which is interesting. There's some other ones from Europe and other countries. I think the AAA one in the US is okay, but the other international driver's licenses aren't recognized here. So you come to Japan, you want to rent a car, and like, nope, we don't recognize that international driver's license, so you better double check that before you get in here. And you don't need to, the transportation in the city's real good.
It takes longer to go by car than it takes to just drive it, just get on the train and sit on it. Yeah, it's much slower.
Well, I don't want to keep, I think we've been doing this for a long time. If you want to, you can leave a question in the comments section below and I'll try to answer it to you.
Yeah, hey.
There's a lot of people coming in to say hi.
Wow, why are you guys up so late? What are you doing?
They're
Isn't
probably
it Monday?
West Coast or Hawaiian.
Oh, okay.
Maybe some from the East Coast and Australia, Singapore. A lot of people here. All right, guys, thanks. So I was just at the dentist. That's why I'm here, and she came to. I've known her for like 4 years, so.
You guys thought we didn't know each other? Man, John is one of the nicest people on YouTube. I came here as like a nobody, a newbie, and I feel like it was a little cold, but John is one of the YouTubers that's an OG here that was really nice and welcoming to new people, so props to John. He's a good guy.
Props to Sam, because he's the one who introduced us. Sam is, I don't know, I guess someone could say a little rough around the edges, but he's got a heart of gold, and you have to, I don't know, his YouTube personality is different in real life.
He tries to show a hard outer shell, but he's a softy inside.
He really is. I don't think people see that side. I tell him to show it more, but it's hard to do. It's not so cool.
Long story short, we met through Tikyo Sam and have been friends for 4 years, and we're doing our first video collab today, finally, like way overdue.
It's been a while, I'm sure that there's a lot more topics where we got synergy on.
For sure, we could talk all day. I could talk to John all day, but he's busier than me.
I'm leaving the Nagasaki early tomorrow morning.
How's your stuff? Is it packed?
What do you mean?
Did you pack?
No,
your clothes. You didn't pack yet.
I'm flying with Jetstar, and I've just got carry-on.
How about your camera equipment? You're not even packed and ready.
I'm taking a travel tripod, one camera. I'm keeping it basic.
Wow.
So it's just a day trip.
Hardworking influencer.
I'm spending the night there and coming back on the next flight back.
Wow.
But
you're crazy busy. Well, this is what I aspire to be like. I want to make better videos, and John taught me a lot today already.
I appreciate that. Thank you for giving me a fresh perspective on the country. I've been here for way too long. When you go past half your life, you start to think about stuff. 27 years. Oh my God. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next live stream from probably Nagasaki, as I'll have a rental car driving around. Maybe I'll show you Nagasaki Airport. I think I did that already. But there's some sites. There's an elementary school I'm going to film that was did get destroyed in the atomic bombing. That was about a kilometer away from the hypocenter. So I'll show you some things from Nagasaki as we get on the 80th anniversary of Nagasaki. It's a pivotal one because a lot of those survivors are starting to leave us. So I felt the urgency to cover this story like now, because there's not any more time.
But watch John's videos. He makes amazing stuff. I'm gonna watch that one too.
I appreciate that. It's slow baked. I slow bake it. It takes a little time.
He spends so much time editing. It's crazy.
A little bit too much.
Good quality stuff.
Well, thank you, thank you. Thank you for coming here. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next live stream tomorrow from another area of Japan. Mata ne.
The longest I spent on a video is